It's the question that everybody wanna know, man. And I got the answer. The question is, what is a rich barber? What is a rich barber? Like, how do rich barbers act? Like, what kind of shit do they do? Like, how do they win all the fucking time? I'm gonna tell you what we do, alright? A rich barber is someone who applies certain success principles to the barber industry, to their career, to win on a level that's way above average, like way above average. Like, we do shit that like average barbers don't do. What does it take to be a rich barber? It's these 10 commandments that I've designed, organized in a certain way. You do them, apply them in your barber career, and you're gonna win on another level that most people ain't winning on. Commandment number 1, thou, so thou is you. Thou shalt grow to be an extremely skilled barber, like to become one of the best in your city. Like, that's the goal, right? Not average, but extremely skilled barber. Like, to become one of the best in your city, to be known as a barber to go to in your city. All right, that's step number 1. Why? Because, like, I mean, if you're not gonna put the effort in the basic thing that you're doing, like you cut hair, you're a barber, you cut hair, you give these certain services. If you don't master the basics and put the effort and time in to master those, like, then you're not really that serious about what you're doing. Like, the mentality's not really there to really become a rich barber. Alright, so you need to master your skills. You need to master this shit. Put the time, effort, energy, whatever it takes, repetition. Like, just grind at it, grind at it, grind at it. So your skills is like way above par. Like, you gotta have the skills. So that's skill number 1. You can't get around that. Like, people want good haircuts. You could be an asshole and be a skilled barber, and you're gonna get like a sustainable amount of clientele. You know what I mean? Commandment number 2. Alright, thou shalt work by appointment only. Alright, now we can have debates and go back and forth about, like, you know, should you take walk-ins or do both, or I like walk-ins and all that shit. Yeah, okay, if you like walk-ins and you want to sit there all day and let your time go to waste and not be in control of your time and your business, you can do that. But if you want to be a rich barber, you got to manage your time, right? You got to know, set your shit up, like, when you know when you're going to be in there and when you're going to be out. You need to manage your time. You need to be in control of your time, in control of your business. And when you work by appointments only, you're able to do that. Commandment number 3, thou shalt respect the client and their time. All right, now we're a business, we're in a service business. All right, so you want to always have respect for your customers and your clients. That means sometimes you gotta, like, put yourself in their shoes and really understand their point of view and what kind of things they want and need, and just always keeping that level of respect there, and that goes a long way, okay? And you want to respect their time. Why? We're in the beauty industry. Like, time is like one of those things that it's valuable, right? It's valuable to everybody, but a lot of times in the beauty industry, barber industry, like, it's hard to keep shit on time. You got customers that might have made an appointment at 1, they come in, don't get cut till 2. You know what I mean? Like, they have a life. Like, if you can manage your time and make sure you respect your customers' time, right, you're gonna stand out between the average barber, beauty stylist, or whatever. You're gonna stand out because most of them, like, they're scattered all over the place. You know what I mean? They're not, like, they don't respect their time, their own time. Like as a barber, I need to respect my time, and I need to respect the customers. And when I respect theirs, they respect mine, and now my schedule flows smooth, which allows me to manage my time and stay in control. Number 4, commandment number 4. It's like this one. Thou shalt always keep a positive mental attitude and conversation. All right? Why? And positive attitudes, like, positivity attracts positivity, right? So the more you can be just positive. Now, I'm not saying you gotta be like the most, like, smiling, happy motherfucker all the time, but you need to have, like, this positive spirit about you and your business and your approach to shit. All right, so keep a positive mental attitude. You know, after the conversation's done and you're done servicing your customer, like, you feel good about the conversation. Like, there was it was a positive, uplifting spirit to the conversation, to the whole experience and stuff like that. And that's what I mean by keep a positive mental attitude, because that will determine, like, all your experiences in life, what kind of people you attract, and how people feel and talk about you. You know what I mean? So that's very important, to the positive mental attitude. The Rich Barber commandment number 5 is thou shalt greet clients by their name and with a smile. Alright? And the reason why we say that, right? The reason why I say greet them, because you need to acknowledge that they just walked in the door. Like, you got someone that entered the room and acknowledge that they're there, like acknowledge their presence, like give them that respect, give them that, like treat them like royalty. Like, I recognize you just walked in the door, and what's up, Mike? You know what I mean? What's up? I'm gonna take care of you in a minute. And once I finish up client right here, you know what I mean? Have them take a seat. Like, just respect that they enter the space, they enter the room, and give them that, like, that respect. Treat them like royalty, right? And then you want to greet them with a smile. And like, the thing is, I don't mean like no corny shit. Like, you ain't gotta be a thug and hard all the motherfucking time. Like, be flexible, you know what I mean? Like, smile, like, be excited to see him. Like, it's your partner, it's your customer, it's your family. Like, there's a relationship there. So, you ain't gotta be thug and hard all the time, you know what I mean? Crack a smile, say what's up, you know, be excited to see him, you win. This is Rich Barber commandment number 6, okay? And now, this one is like, I think people, barbers, forget to do it. Keep your tools maintenance and blaze sharp at all times, you know what I mean? So what do I mean by that? I mean that you need to keep your tools, like, on point. Like, don't let your shit go dull. You know what I mean? Don't work with dull clippers, dull trimmers, like dull shears and shit like that. Like, keep your shit popping, sharp, you know what I mean, working to their top performance, because this allows you to really enjoy your work, which gives off a positive energy. Like, you enjoy your work, and the performance, the results are a lot cleaner. They just look a lot better, right? So we deal with blades and shit like that. Shit gradually gets dull, and you don't really notice it because it's not something that happens and, like, all of a sudden your shit ain't cutting right. No, it gradually happens. Keep your shit sharp, man. It's better to spend more money keeping your shit maintained and new than it is to, like, wear your shit out. Cause I done seen barbers that got missing fucking teeth on the blades and shit like that. They got like 4 or 5 missing. It's like, nigga, go buy a new blade. You probably need a new blade like 2 years ago. Me personally, I just buy new shit. I buy new blades. I replace my shit often because I just like the performance, and I feel good about myself. I feel good about my service. I feel good about the results, and all that just really radiates in the environment to my customers, and it's just a winning, like, it's just a winning flow of energy. So keep your shit tight, you know what I mean? If you want your blades, your trimmers to hit tight, like, get the 1-minute blade modifier. We solved that problem. You ain't got no more excuses about your shit ain't hitting sharp, hitting good. You got the 1-minute blade modifier right at your station. Fire right at your station. Do it yourself. 1 minute, you popping, all right? So keep your tools on point, man, so you can always perform to your best, highest level. Thou shalt know thy value, right? Know your value and promote yourself with confidence, all right? Now, how do you know your value? You know your value when you put in that work, you put in that grind, you're paying your dues, like, you always going the extra mile, you working on yourself, you working on your craft, like, you got value, like, show it, like, know it, like, let the confidence, like, be there, all right? And promote yourself with confidence. Now, you can promote yourself with confidence when you meet somebody, when someone asks you what you do, through social media. Like, it's all confidence, knowing that, look, I have the skill, I developed, I'm good at it, like, I got what it takes. I mean, let me service you, let me give you a great experience, let me make you look good, feel good, and all that. And then when you do that, when you paid your dues, you gotta know your value, all right? You gotta promote yourself with confidence. Yeah. Now, these last 3 commandments, I call it, these are like the Holy Trinity. Like, these ones take you to a higher state, okay? So the first 7, we're talking about, like, barbering your career, like your skills and those type of things. These last 3 take you to the next level. These are more like mind state shifts, and this is like where you really get into, like, lifestyle design and all the, like, you know, the other fun shit. So this is for the person that really wants to be a rich barber. Like, this is that next step that a lot of times, like, people don't get to. Like, this is for the few 2-3%, all right? If you want to be part of 2-3%, man, you got to do this part, all right? You got to really focus on these last 3 commandments. So you master the first 7, and then these last 3, you really master these, and this will allow you to design your life exactly how you want. All right, so commandment number 8, thou shalt always seek knowledge and truth. And what do I mean by that? Always, I mean, that shit is always, is non-stop. Like, you seeking for knowledge and truth to take you as an individual, a being. You want to be certain things, you adopt this knowledge, you learn this knowledge, you seek it, you keep going to this next level, and you keep rising to higher states in your mindset, in your perspective, in your, like, relationships, and your awareness, and also in the business world, right? So you need to always seek knowledge and truth. Don't never stop it. It's an ongoing thing. You ain't never gonna reach your pinnacle, okay? That's the mindset I got. Like, it's always a higher state. It's always the next level to go to. I don't care, like, what I've accomplished. There's always another state, all right? And I keep seeking. I put the time aside to seek knowledge and truth. But you learn it like you got it, you own it. Can't nobody take it from you. I mean, they can take everything else. The economy can crash. You know what I mean? Shit could happen. A shift could happen in your life. But you got this. You know what I mean? And can't no one take that. And you gonna be straight. Example, barbers move into higher and higher states. All right, first you probably just, you know, you want to become a barber. You get some cheap clippers or something like that. You start off, you're cutting your friends in the garage or outside on the porch or something like that. That's one state. Then the next state is like you want to go to barber college. That's another state. You move there. Now you're thinking differently. Your perspective is differently. The environment's different. Then you master that. Then you get your barber license. You get into a barber shop. That's a whole new state. You're on a whole new level. All right. Then after that, you know, you're getting clientele, you popping and shit like that, you making money, you in a whole new state. Alright, what's after that, man? You owning your barbershop, you in a whole new state, you in ownership now. What after that? You owning the fucking block, you own the building the barbershop in, you got investments, you got, you know, you're investing there, you got capital to put up, you got ownership, you know what I mean? It's all about that ownership, if that's what you want. Remember, it's only probably like the 2%. Those are like higher states. You're constantly moving in the higher states. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, you sitting back, you know, and you just investing your money, making money for you, and you ain't even got to do nothing. You do the things that you choose to do with no pressure. You know what I mean? And no worries, right? Because you paid your dues. Commandment number 9, thou shalt save and invest. Okay? What I mean by that is simple. I mean, it's not complex. I mean, you save some money, put a portion away, like, you know, 10%, 15%, whatever. Save it so you can have options. You want to save and you want to take that and invest it somewhere or do something with it that brings back more and more returns, okay? So that's simple, but it takes discipline. It takes discipline to when that money come in and, you know, you want your bling bling, you want your grill, you want your Rolex, your chains and all that shit, but sometimes you got to, like, you know, be patient and put those, you know, put those desires to the side and take and bet on yourself, you know what I mean? And sometimes you might lose. I done lost plenty of times. I done put money hard, earned money cutting here in the shop, betted on myself, lost, won, lost, won, you know what I mean? It kind of go back, but then eventually you're gonna get that big win and your whole life gonna change. Like, it's kind of how shit works, all right? So put some money aside, invest in yourself and your education, your knowledge, invest in a business, try different things, and keep growing, keep learning, because the power is really within you. It's not in that money, but we just got to use it as a tool while we're here. The last and final commandment, number 10. This is the last one, man. This one's important, man. Thou shalt grow beyond the barber shop. Now I know what you're thinking, like, you know, I'm a barber, I love barbering, I know that, nigga. You ain't got, you can still barber, all right? I still barber sometimes, I love the crap, I still do it, all right? But you want to grow beyond it. What I mean by that is just you want to have a mentality, like you want to develop a mentality, master everything. Like, you got to grow beyond that space as just a barber. Like, once you fill that space as being a barber, like, you got to grow beyond it. There's more, the horizon gets bigger, there's more options out there for you, there's more, like, things that you might desire because you feel the space. You gotta fill the space first. You know what I mean? If you don't fill the space as a barber, you don't master that shit, you don't get the flow, the abundance coming from just the barbering, and you don't shift the mentality, you're not gonna grow beyond that space. You're gonna kind of stay in that box, in that space. But you wanna grow beyond it, and once you do that, everything get bigger. The whole world and opportunity get bigger for you, all right? And that's what I want for you. Like, that's what I wanted for myself. That's what I want for you. That's why I created the Rich Barber Commandments. So your whole world, your whole horizon could just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you can have the things that you desire. All right, that's a rich barber right there. Like, those are the qualities of a rich barber. Like, you walk this earth knowing you're a rich barber, that you can have whatever you want because you paid your dues, you developed yourself, and you got the keys to win. I'm Chuka the Barber. This was another episode of the Rich Barber TV. Probably one of the most important episodes ever, because it tells you how to develop the mentality of becoming a rich barber and just winning life and in your barber career, okay? Good game knowledge and information every week, man. You got to tune in or you're missing out.